Hey everybody. Last episode was a bit of a doubleheader. Released half an hour between one another. And the reason for it is I felt like the episodes kind of blended in together. And hopefully this episode will be somewhat distinct. So last episode we just made a lot of progress in trying to move into Riverside, retroactively renamed. This is still Carthur's clan, the name of the playthrough, but I think this area is now affectionately called Riverside. So things we learned: frag grenades absolutely decimate bridges. We learned that the fun way, I would say. So it might be tough to mount proper defenses over bridges, meaning I might have to rethink about how I go about designing kill boxes and the like, because that bridge immediately collapsing was it sucked. Yeah, that is the fastest way of describing how I felt when that grenade went off and everything just went plop into the water. Okay. So we are no longer hostile with that faction. The Undio, as you can see, we're only really hostile with the pirate band now. And there's really not anything that's going to change that. Nice, we got transport pods. I think next is... we need a multi-analyzer for deep drilling. Maybe long-range mineral scanner, so that we can find some gold. I'm not sure what's going on with orbital trade. It hasn't seemed to be working. So, yeah, I don't really know what's going on with it. If I'm being perfectly honest, whether the requirements has changed or I'm doing something wrong, I simply don't have enough information. What I do know is that, as far as I can tell, nobody's visited me, like not once. So that feels bad, man. Never getting the chance to trade orbitally. I guess, you know, whatever. 'Tis the way it is. Alright, so because we are going to try to recruit Kalon, looks like we're pretty low on wood. Yes, excellent bed. Let's go ahead and reinstall that here. Have all of our people on excellent beds. And then when we take her, yep, there we go. Perfect. Got a few more mouths to feed. We need a gun for you. So at least we have the electric crematorium now. That ought to help. And by default, I think it is set up to not strip corpses. Maybe you just burn the whole corpse. Because it used to be that you'd strip them right before you threw them in. But that obviously is not the case now. Well, that's an interesting change. Alright, I thought I needed more wood, but there's plenty of wood up top. Oof. Food poisoning. Yeah, he's not going to get up anytime soon. And our heel root cotton. Well, our cotton's almost done. Our heel root's just about done. So what is the 72%? Yeah, we can manage that. Still making them slight chunks, huh? So having killing, let's see, masochist, quick sleeper. Yeah, she'll be really handy. She's also very social, so she'd be a really good warden. Set up a bunch of halls. And we're getting food poisoning. Alright, so Kaylin got recruited. We're obviously going to... Actually, maybe she'll become the doctor here. She has a passion in medicine, and she'll become the warden too. Let's see what else she can do. She does art. Okay. And research, of course. Looks good. And she's throwing a party. Nice. One thing I haven't done yet is set up proper marriage spot and party spot. I don't know. Haven't bothered. So Kaylin's gonna need a gun. Do another bolt. I don't think we have anything better. Cool. So we don't have Ooh. That was quick. Well, I guess I'm gonna need to make some double beds. Now the issue might become, read from the pirates. Having two quick sleepers in a relationship is actually kind of handy. excellent bed. Alright, so let's uninstall this one. Put it into storage. And this can become our hospital one. Actually, you know what? No, it won't be. Just uninstall. Because the bed we hauled in here is better. Our base is still a little beat up from that raid. Wally here needs a bit of recreation. Alright, so you are releasing your faction friend. Oh, and he released him and he walked right through a base vomiting. Cool. Alright, so they're beginning their assault, which means you're going to need a weapon. Heavy SMG seems about right. All the others. Gonna have to get in position. Unfortunately for me, they mostly have just terrible weapons. It's funny that snipe is getting sniped. Maker's vomiting. What is the range on Kalen's weapon? Oh, it's pretty close. Alright, if we have everyone firing on the same target, let's say Gorilla, we get him. Alright, there's another target to hit. It's probably, oh yeah, crippled idiot. Definitely an easier target to hit. They're running at you. Alright, that was easy. So I'm going to change their care. Maker, you get to clean up vomit. Ooh. Yep. So everyone's been tethered to. Tattered apparel. Killin'. Well, you can just drop it. Because we will queue up, let's see. Let's queue up pants, button-down shirt, duster. Once Maker's feeling a little bit better, we'll have him go for that. I really don't want anyone constructing. You, Kalen, can't really plank cut very well. Yeah, maybe I can keep people on construction. I would just obviously rather have the best constructor do the construction. Jesus. Alright, Maker's now recovering from his food poisoning, but not after an excess of vomiting. As the population goes up, it's going to be harder and harder for Kartha to do the cooking and all the other things that he needs to do. Which is something to think about, trying to get a full-time cook. Oh. A little too soon. Oh, this meteorite is marble. Huh, that was sweet. We're obviously going to need some more wood. We've been using it up pretty quick. And it wouldn't be the worst thing to machine out... Well, let's see what these flak clothing is. Flak vest, cloth, steel component. Flak pants, cloth, steel component. Flak jacket. Alright, so all of this... Oops, that's not what I meant to click. All this new cloth that we're getting, can go towards some flak clothing. Maker's going to become our new cook. He's a cook of 4, which means not a lot of fine meals for a bit. That ought to free up Kartha a bit. Just aesthetically, we're going to move the beds. Let's go ahead and move the corpses. Corpses laying about. Here's a bunch more cloth. Long range mineral scanner, that's nice. Alright. Now for a proper hospital bed. Not these fine beds we've been working with. What is Wally working on? Plasteel, perfect. It's kind of what I was hoping he was doing. And it is early summer. No place to store that. We'll put it down here. Keep it frozen so it doesn't spoil. I think we already have plenty of wood. Or rather, I don't have patience to wait for more. It's probably more accurately the truth. Having her haul stuff that's out there. And Wally. Maybe we try to finish this up. Oh, Wally got sick. Maybe we don't try to finish this up. It was a pretty quick turnaround. Alright, so she's nimble. And a masochist. Does she have any... No scars, though. It's the only time you want scars on is when you've got a masochist. Alright, let's tend to Wally. Get over that malaria as fast as we can. I'm not sure why these doors... Oh, because prison. Yes, right. Alright, so we produced the long-range mineral scanner. Autocannon turret. That looks friggin' awesome. For that, we need advanced components. So we run into the same problem of not really having the gold for it. But I do have an idea. This is just going to be the cheapest way to do it, which is we will just send Wally off when he's healed from his malaria to nearby spots on the map to see if there's just gold exposed. Because I really don't want to wait forever for gold. It's the biggest holdup that we've had so far. Hope her mood is good. That could bum everyone out. Having to dig up all that. How are you doing? Well, that malaria is getting the best of you. Let's get on that. That was a very, very expensive repair. I like how they can break down like that, but that one in particular was like a lot of work to get that up and running. Alright, so he's catching up. We're building the turret that blew up. By drastically neglecting needs. Alright. Malaria is looking more under control now. I think it's time for you to start cooking, Mr. Maker. There we go. Skillin, you're the captain, huh? Warship captain. Cadet promoted up to captain. She's quite capable, I gotta say. Why is there lizard skin here? That seems out of place. Alright, so first we were going to make a set of clothing. And I'm going to force it to be not cloth, because we want that for the flak armor. Well, that was the unbelievably fast creation of clothing. Kaylin here has tattered apparel, so she's gonna appreciate that new stuff. Alright, kick her off of creating the poker table. She's not the best constructor. And now she'll probably be switching clothing. Ooh, wow, masterwork shirt. Oh, but it's, you know what, we need to make a few more, only because, our clothing is starting to wear out. But the speed that he makes clothing is just absurd. How are you doing, buddy? Can 10 in 1 hour? Alright. I will. So we've cremated most of the corpses at this point. Tend, feed, visit. 'Tis the order I want it in. Alright, so is this, what kind of social need is this? This kind of recreation is cerebral play. Alright. You know how I feel about having bears right next to the base. Get out of here. Go, get going. Alright, we're almost over the malaria. And every time I think I have a lot of wood, I need a lot more wood. Seems to be a recurring thing with me. Holy moly, that's a lot of vomit. I think I know why the food has food poisoning. Because you're vomiting into it as you make it. That seems to be the most obvious problem. Alright, so Kaylin is deconstructing bodies, or graves rather, not bodies. Long ago. No, I wanted, okay. I want you to cremate it. Get all the corpses on the map to be sort of dealt with in this way. Oh, there's even corpses up there that I've long forgotten about. I think that's pretty much everyone down here. You have food poisoning again? Yeah, you do. Why are you even eating if you have food poisoning? I don't know. Just that hungry, huh? We'll tend and feed to him. This should be the last one. We're at 97%. We've put Maker to work. He's gotten a lot less research done as a result. It should be over this. Oh, you were shot down again. Yep, stop proposing. Just quit it. Alright, so I kind of forgot, but one of you suggested I have a rec hour. Or 2 hours. And then work. Let's try this. I like that. I really, truly like that idea. Providing it works. So Maker's so busy cooking and crafting that it's hard for him to do some research. But most of our research at this point is, well, requires gold to some degree or another from that multi-analyzer. You're trying to mine. That is adorable. Won't stop you. So one thing I was going to do is Caravan with Wally. So let's grab Wally and grab 8 of the meals and choose a route. I'm just going to Caravan 2 spots over and just check for gold exposed on the map, because I am... Ooh, excellent bolt action. What do we have here? Excellent. Maker. Good. Alright, Keelan, you get it. You're a better shooter anyway. So now we have a brewery. Wally is off. Off to search for gold. And the next thing I want to do is make a set of flak. But probably cook first. Because the flak stuff is new armor, and I'm curious about its strength and the like. Alright, Cartha. Double strand. Wally's resting. He didn't quite get there. Alright. This meteorite really does help to replenish the fact that I'm not in a mountainous area, so the resources do get depleted pretty quick. So I think that's pretty cool. Alright, Wally should be up. Yep. Alright, Maker, what if I put you to work? Alright, so he's arrived. I'm just going to settle. It's going to have to generate a map. And we look for gold, and if there's none on the surface, we can just pack up and try settling somewhere else. So let's do a thorough scan. And there's gold right there. He probably still has a bit of his malaria. Alright, so the flak vest is done. I only need, what, 20 something of this? But I'm going to get as much as I can carry home. So if I form a caravan, there's no point in carrying more. I can always come back, is the thing. So if I form a caravan, I can definitely carry some more. Alright, so the flak vest, let's see. Pretty good. She is trying to level up her mining ability, I guess. She's not a very good miner, so it's kind of hard to watch. Is there work that she could be doing? I guess you could be hauling. Flak pants are done. I wonder why they're all good quality. You're starving? Yeah, I think I'll give you a little break. I'll put you straight back to work. So if we look at the character now, or rather look at the gear. Flak pants, great. It's not going to offer that much in terms of... Oh, you're already bored. I should have been micromanaging you a little bit better. Let's do a quick check of the rest of the map for this yellow stuff that we value so highly. I think once we have this stuff... Oh, yep, there's a little bit more here. Once we have the gold that we found so far, that guts steep drilling, and then it becomes far less of an issue for the future. It's very easy to forget that pawns are doing stuff outside of the, you know, of what you see here. And now we have a flak jacket. which is being worn by no one. Where did it go? It's here somewhere, I think. I don't even really know what one looks like, so... Oh, bulk goods heading our way. Well, that's nice, I guess. Cartha, are you wearing the flak jacket? No, just a vest. Where'd this jacket go? I'm so confused. Made it. Maker, where'd you put it? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know at all. Oh! They're visiting him here. That's strange. Alright, so he has a minor break risk. Let's get this gold and get going. Cartha is making fine meals. That seems fine. He's got nothing better to do. We only put Maker on it to try to free Cartha up to do other pursuits. This is probably more gold than I can carry, but that's fine. Oop. Last piece, come on. Alright. Go ahead and form a caravan with you and all the gold. Choose a route, head back home. Done and done. Okay, I straight up don't see evidence that there is a flak jacket, like, anywhere. I am gonna make another one. So he is a major break risk right now, mostly because of recreation and shitty sleep. I hope he's able to exit the map before he goes bonkers. Oh, this boomlope is awfully close to our base. If there's a flak jacket in here, and I'm just staring at it right now and not seeing it, I'll be damned. Alright, so this spot here, there's nothing here. I don't want events happening there, so I'm just going to abandon it. We can always reclaim it at some later time, if need be. This fire doesn't bother me, because it can't set my stone on fire. Can't touch the wind turbines. Let's get you some food. And rest. Worry, Wally and the gold is coming. His mood's actually improved on the move, which is some of the caravan mechanic, so that people don't go absolutely out of their minds. Because you have the slate or steel slate armor. Oh, that would be weird. Yeah, I don't really know. Maybe it's a bug. I'm not sure. Can't rule anything out. As I've stated in the past, and will state again, that this is an unstable 1.0. So the things that seem weird here will probably be patched before the 1.0. Alright, I'm going to watch him finish this one. Oh, so it just looks like... Oh, so that's the flak jacket. Oh, okay. I'm an idiot. Actually, how about you put on the excellent one? So now, if I check out my my gear, I've got this excellent flak jacket. Yeah, I would say well protected. Take off this old steel crap, and speaking of protection, we've got pirates attacking us immediately. So 44, 11, 11. And this covers more. So the steel plate armor is better, ultimately. Flak jacket's just cheaper. What about temperature-wise? Oh, that's not the jacket. Very barely any insulation. And you. Layer middle and outer. So yeah, I would say steel is the superior stuff. I'm not sure where these guys are going. Oh, gross. Oh yes, yes, actually go there, go there. Maker. Keelan. Kartha. Let's focus on Matson. Wally, how close are you? You are very close. Alright, let's get the people that are rushing. Alright, don't kill the turbine. Now if I micromanage this a little bit. Now they have to shoot through a door. Alright, let's try to kill Upgrade. Wind turbine's gone. Matson it is then. Damn it, I tried to turn off the auto turret. Didn't get it in time. So the turret shredded the windmill. Alright, Upgrade. Ooh. Run, Cartha, run! Yeah. Having him close the gap is fine. Just turn that back on. There we go. Oop, that's not what I meant to do. Alright, so the person that I want to be the new doctor is already knocked out, so... I love how he's bleeding but trying to clean up. Wally's home. Alright, so she is all set. Make her rest until you're healed. Put her in bed. Tend to Maker. Wally, you better be bringing all that gold. Oh yeah. That's what I like to see. Alright, so we patched him up. Cartha, time to self-tend. And now that we have the gold, we can make this baby here. Makes me happy. It's a long time coming. That's for sure. Well, that raid was trade chip. Oh, okay, there we go. Finally. And Cartha got a disease. Tend to yourself. And cargo pods of very, very familiar hops. He got a disease because he was busy tending everyone else. Man, that oh, for a second I thought I was gonna set the bear on fire. Ah, there we go. Rain. I was about to say that that boomalope that went crazy and attacked us just kept that fire just kept going. Alright, so an electric smithy. And bulk goods trade ship, right? Yep. Okay. Keelan should be doing this because she's a better negotiator, but she's kind of unconscious right now. So go ahead and sell our leathers. Soon we'll be able to manufacture components, so I'm not too stressed about that anymore. We don't really need jade. These random blocks we are not using for construction. The low quality clothing, or clothing that's about to be tattered, we can go ahead and sell. And that about squares it. Maybe a good bed. Get rid of that too. Yeah. And we have this unroofed area here so that things don't bomb holes into our storage. Cartha, I think you need to rest. If you're intending for us to not cut off your arm. Alright, so now that I have the multi-analyzer, first off, our research speed is better. But also we got to make sure we are researching things that push our ultimate goal, which is prosthetics. Kaylin, are you still out? I don't have a lot of meds left. 18%, yeah, that's... Alright, so Kaylin's finally on her feet. No, she isn't. She's just sleeping. Let's feed her. She's kind of starving to death. Who is tattered apparel? Why? I made so much extra apparel. Alright, so she's able to walk now. And they don't seem to like the flak jackets. Everyone drops theirs. A flak jacket would be good for Maker, because it takes way too long to put... you know what? Let's forget corpses. It takes way too long to put on the steel armor, the plate armor. So the flak jackets are good to do quickly. So powered armor, advanced fabrication, and bionics. Let's do bionics first. So fabrication is a new bench that is enormous. We're also going to need the components bench too. I think because the brewery doesn't really benefit from the tool benches. We will rezone a little bit. Come on, haul it all. She's hurt, so she can't haul very much. Guarded by 7 enemies, damn. We're just not quite there yet. If I had bionic and well-armored Cartha with good guns, I would in fact consider it. Alright, so we need to make space for this behemoth bench. I'm coming to think this room just is not even big enough. But that could be fixed pretty quickly. Put a slate door here, and this gets a mite bit larger. We're gonna have to move the power a little bit. I think that's our solution. Okay, Caitlin, could you tend? I know you're not really able to do very much because you're injured, but he kind of has a medical emergency. 9.3%. Fantastic. So this immunity is barely outpacing the infection. Somewhat because he got up and started doing his own thing. Oh, heat wave. Okay. We're gonna need some passive coolers. Instead of digging a plasteel, Mr. Wall, I need you temporarily constructing. How much plasteel's down here? Well, that's not a bad take. Cartha. You are good. Barely outpaced that infection there. Okay, not a big deal. Didn't even destroy the cable. Alright, now we are making our workshop a little bit bigger to accommodate those really, really big items. And I've realized I'm up at the top of my hour. So I thank you all for watching. Had some fun getting my hands dirty with some of these raids and figuring out what flak is. Now I know I am, maybe going to make more plasteel plate armor or something like that. And I hope you tune in next time. I might release a doubleheader today as well, so I'm just going to go save this video and record another one. And you know my shtick, you know my spiel. If you got feedback for me, let me know. Positive, negative, whatever it might be. Tips, tricks, help. It doesn't really matter. Just ask. I'm always happy to help or reply. I will catch you all next episode, and thank you for watching. Adios, friends.